Hi. I'm sorry. Is it really a Cleo video if she's not looking for things that she doesn't know what she's looking for? I hope no one comes in here. I hope no one comes in here. I need to lock my door. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning Savvy Baby, I'm sorry about that. If you're returning Savvy Baby, how you doing? Hope you're doing well emotionally, physically, mentally, everything J. And if you're new and you don't know who I am, hi, I'm cleondamane. I'm a South African closet girl, and if you want to learn more, subscribe. So today we will be addressing the elephant in the room, my absence. Now, I have tried to be consistent with my content with the past two videos, but when I wasn't uploading, I had a very valid reason. I was overwhelmed, not only by the major events and issues in my life like matric and my personal situations, but also the little things like the fact that I had little to no storage because I had a great attachment to files that I barely needed, which was preventing me from recording and some other tiny things, but that's not why we're here today. Today is the day we try to analyze what makes breaks and why we can't seem to get enough of them. But before we get too deep into things, I would like you to get as comfortable as you can. Go grab a snack, make yourself a drink, grab a blanket if you're feeling cold, get cozy, because ultimately that's why you're here. The lives that we live are according to our respective lifestyles and choices, but ultimately come down to one system. Get up, work, sleep. Every single day. It's the same routine for all of us, regardless of whether you work an 8-hour shift job or you're just a mere high school student like me. We're all going to the same destination through different paths. That destination being reaching a specific goal. A goal specific to us and us alone. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But you get my point. We all have ambitions and passions that we want to fulfill. And sometimes a goal isn't even yours to make. For instance, in my case and a lot of other teenagers who live in a country where education is the key to success, I blame the man on our money notes for that. Finishing school or basic education was not a goal that I personally set for myself. But since it was made and established before I was even born, it just so happens to be a goal that I want to accomplish. Not only for myself, but also for those around me. So with that goal in mind, I try with the best of my ability to achieve it. I mean, I put in the work, sleepless nights, dedicating 16 hours or more into finishing assignments while simultaneously preparing for tests on tests on tests, sacrificing the things that bring me pleasure in the current moment with the hopes of getting a greater reward or prize at the end. I mean, that's why we get things done in the first place. See, we humans tend to create these larger than life goals, not for the just of it, but for the satisfaction of knowing that after all the hard labor, a greater prize will be received at the end. So we push and push and push past our limits, giving our all until the very end, pushing past the fatigue and the anxiety of failure to ensure success. But what happens when you push yourself way beyond your limits? Beyond your breaking point to a point of no return? Obviously, you'll get extremely tired, but have you considered the long-term effect of your actions on your well-being? Now, it is normal to be hungry for success, but don't let your hunger neglect you. What do you think happens to an elastic band that is being pulled on both ends? Each pull creating a larger distance than the last one. Say it with me, it snaps. Now, unfortunately for us, we Homo sapiens have this tendency of pushing ourselves until we snap. We overload ourselves with work that we can't handle, only for us to give up midway. Now, I can go on about how this philosophy of pushing yourself until you achieve your goal is extremely harmful, but that's not why you're here. You're here to hear my take on how you can prevent the elastic band from snapping. Wow, that was a mouthful. Firstly, I just want to say that I'm not here to tell you the proper way or give you a formula on how to properly take a break, because that's just no. Alternatively, though, I can tell you the importance of taking breaks, not only for your well-being, but also for your work ethic. Now I know what you're gonna say. Cleo, didn't you just make a speech about how working is bad for you and how it will lead to our downfall? Firstly, that's not what I said. Secondly, here's my rebuttal. So, if you take anything from what I previously said, I initially mentioned about humans' obsession with getting work done. Now, I want to add on to that. Remember when I said that we work in hopes of a later reward? Now we get to see who is actually listening. So my idea is, instead of pushing to get the work done now and a reward later, why don't we break down the work into intervals and break down the reward into intervals? Let me put this into perspective. Take going to school, for example. And I'm not talking about having business meetings with your teachers. No, I mean actually going to physical school. Now, if you've gone to the type of school that I've gone to, where you have a specific number of lessons per day and a break interval or intervals in between, then you may be familiar with this idea. Even between lessons, you get a time period to finish off the last lesson in order to prepare for the next. You don't just immediately start with the next without finishing the last and adjusting for the upcoming. So I say apply that into your daily life. Do what you need in order to get to your goal and then step away from your goal for a while. Get some of the work done, and when your body or brain is indicating that it can't work as efficiently as before, leave your work as is and go do something that fulfills you and brings you pleasure. Enjoy something that is just as productive and efficient. This not only gives you the rest that you need, but also mentally prepares you for the next task. Think about it as recharging if you want to. There's no harm in resting when aiming to succeed. That's why we sleep anyways. Anyways, that's my take on taking breaks and ultimately overworking ourselves. I should have just named this video "Stop Overworking Yourself," but that sounds harsh. I hope you enjoyed the video to this point, and comment down your thoughts on this video. Do you also find yourself overworking yourself? I'd be lying if I said that I practice what I preach, but I always try my best to bring balance to my chaotic life. If you've made it this far and you haven't already, please do subscribe and turn on your post notifications, because I still don't have an uploading schedule. That's all for me, and I can't wait to bring more content to you guys. I love you all. See ya in the next one. Bye.